Anthropic shipped Claude for Slack, hit 67 million views, and validated an architecture I've been running on a home server for months. If you saw that viral demo and thought, cool, but my clients don't use Slack, you're in the right place. Because the pattern they showed isn't the interesting part. The interesting part is what they left out. Most coverage is obsessing over which platform Claude chose. Wrong question. I'm Lazar. I build channel resident agent systems for small businesses daily on Telegram and WhatsApp, not Slack Enterprise. Let me show you the one design decision that matters and why it changes what you should build next. So here's what actually happened. Anthropic announced that you can tag Claude into any Slack thread, and the agent picks up the full conversation context. Who said what files were shared, what decisions were already made, and it does work asynchronously, right there in the thread. No new tab, no new tool, no migration. You just type, Claude, ask a question, and it responds with the context of everything said before it. The demo video hit 67 million views because it made the value proposition visceral. Every person watching could immediately see themselves using it without changing a single thing about their workflow. Enterprise customers on Slack got it as a beta, $30 per user per month. That's the announcement. Now here's why this matters for you as a builder or founder. The viral video wasn't interesting because of Slack. It was interesting because Anthropic confirmed, at scale, that the future of AI agents is not a new destination. The standalone chatbot tab is dead. You know, the widget in the corner of a website, or a separate app you have to open, or a ChatGPT tab you switch to, paste context into, get an answer, switch back. That entire pattern is what Anthropic just killed. The agent lives in the thread now. It inherits the context that already exists in the channel where work is happening. And that is a fundamentally different architecture than what most people are building. Let me break down the 3 layers that make this work, because once you see them, you can build the same thing on any surface. Layer 1, surface integration. The agent has read and write access to a communication channel, Slack, Telegram, WhatsApp, Gmail, anything with an API. Layer 2, persistent context. The agent doesn't start fresh every time you ping it. It reads the conversation history, understands the ongoing context, and builds on it. Layer 3, async execution with callback. You tag the agent, it goes away, does work, could take 5 seconds or 5 hours, and reports back to the same thread when it's done. That's the architecture. 3 layers. And none of them require Slack. Here's what Anthropic got wrong, or more precisely, what they deliberately limited. Claude is locked to Slack on enterprise plans, $30 per month. Slack has roughly 35 million daily active users. Telegram has 950 million monthly active users. WhatsApp has 2.7 billion. The small businesses I build for, the solopreneurs, the 5-person agencies, the local service companies, they don't use Slack. They've never heard of Slack. They run their entire operation through WhatsApp groups and Telegram chats. Anthropic just validated an architecture for the top of the market and left the bottom completely open. And here's the non-obvious technical insight that matters if you're building anything in this space. The agent doesn't need to be in Slack. Slack is just one read-write surface. The real architecture is an agent core connected to a persistent context store with end surface adapters hanging off it. Today, one adapter talks to Slack. Tomorrow, another talks to Telegram. Another talks to WhatsApp Business API. Another reads Gmail. The agent core is surface-agnostic. The context store is shared across all surfaces. That means a conversation that starts in Telegram can continue in email, and the agent knows the full history. That's the architecture Anthropic showed you a fragment of. I know this works because I run this exact pattern every day. An agent that lives in Telegram picks up Gmail context, does triage work across hours, sorting, categorizing, flagging urgent items, drafting responses, and reports back to the chat surface. Same 3 layers, same UX as Claude. But it runs on surfaces where small businesses actually operate. For the compute cost of a home server, no per-seat pricing, no enterprise plan, no Slack requirement. The practical takeaway if you're watching this and thinking about your own workflow or your client's workflows: stop building standalone chatbots. Stop building AI destinations. If you're creating a tool that requires someone to open a new tab or switch to a new app, you're building the pattern Anthropic just made obsolete. Instead, figure out where the work already happens. Which chat app, which email client, which project management tool, and put the agent there. Give it read access to the conversation history. Let it work asynchronously. Report back in thread. That's the entire pattern. It's not complicated. If you want to see what this looks like shipped for real clients, not Slack Enterprise, but WhatsApp, Telegram, Gmail, the surfaces your business actually runs on, go to bizflowai.io. Real solutions, working code. Hit subscribe and ring the bell so the next breakdown finds you. And if you have a workflow that's eating hours every week and you want an agent to handle it, book a free 30-minute discovery call at bizflowai.io. We'll map the architecture for your specific stack.